That is really what helped me to understand what I needed to do and when I needed to do it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Creating productive habits is essential for you to lose weight. And in order for you to do that, you have to figure out where to start. And it can be so overwhelming with the amount of information that's out there. But don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna walk you through the 5 habits that I use to help me lose 50 pounds. Now, if you're looking for a way to create those productive habits, then just keep on watching. Wait, hold up, forgot. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below of any habits that you've used to help you lose weight, just so that we all can win. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join the fam. We are all here to support each other and would just love for you to join this community. All right, so now that all of that's out the way, let's jump into the video. So the first habit that I use that helped me to lose 50 pounds is that I planned my schedule. This can be very overwhelming when you're starting out. You can have paper planners, you can have planners that are digital. There are so many different versions. I used to love the planners where you could have stickers and you had to pull out paper, and it was just something that was just so easy for me to navigate. But as my life got a little bit more complicated, I decided that I wanted to make the shift to a digital calendar. And that has been a game changer for me, and I don't think I'll ever look back. Now, it's important when you're starting with this schedule not to overwhelm yourself, so I would say to just focus on your food and your workouts. That is really what helped me to understand what I needed to do and when I needed to do it. So when it came to food, it really helped me to understand, like, when did I need to meal prep, when was I going grocery shopping, making sure that I did those things regularly so I always had healthy foods in the house and didn't have to go out. This also made it easier for me not to derail my progress. And also, when I was trying to plan for my workouts, that's when I knew exactly when I was gonna work out. I knew exactly how my day was gonna go, made sure that I had enough time to shower, change, whatever it is that I need to do after my workout. But making that a priority of getting in those workouts for a specific time and making sure that I planned out my meals as well made it so much easier for me to stay along with my progress and really see those results. So my second productive habit that helped me to lose 50 pounds was really taking it one day at a time. Like I said before, it can be so overwhelming as you're going through this weight loss journey, and you can put a lot of pressure on yourself to see results. And really just taking it one day at a time helped me to be consistent, but also not to feel so much pressure. I was able to focus just on this one specific day, and that's it. What was I eating on that day? What type of workout was I doing on that day? What types of snacks was I eating on that day? And then it didn't seem like it was something that was just so much weight on me. So taking it one day at a time also helped me to not feel like I had such a big goal ahead of me that was unreachable. It made me just focus on the small little goals that were tangible that I was achieving with that consistency. And before I knew it, my clothes were getting loose and the weight was coming off. So my third habit that helped me to lose 50 pounds was finding the best time of day to work out for me. Let me repeat that, for me. And I will say this actually took some time to figure out, a little bit of trial and error there. I tried to work out in the evening, tried to work out in the afternoons after classes. I also tried to work out in the morning. And what worked out for me best was working out in the morning. Now, it's not for everyone, and there truly is no best time for you to work out. Whatever time is the best time for you to work out is the best time to work out. It really is something that's personal to you. Whenever you have the energy to work out, whenever it fits in your schedule, as long as you do it, that's the best time to work out. What also helped me to figure out when the best time for me to work out was how my body was feeling during those workouts. I noticed that for me, in the morning, I had more energy. I also trained fasted, so just meaning that I do not eat any foods before my workouts. I just found that my stomach would get a little bit upset and I would get cramps if I ate foods before I worked out. And that's why at this time, I do not eat any food when I work out in the morning. And there are times that I do have to adjust my schedule to get in my workouts, especially this past week. So with that time, I end up working out in the evenings after work, but for the most part, I'll work out in the morning. You also may want to consider a time when the gym isn't so crowded if you have that type of flexibility. What I find for me is that early in the morning, the machines that I like to work on aren't as busy as in the afternoon. So by the time I'm leaving, that's when the machines that I typically work on are super crowded. And so I'm glad that I get in the morning. And that also gives me the motivation to wake up early so that I can get in my workout and be done with it for the day. So my fourth habit that helped me to lose 50 pounds was winding down at night. And this is something that I'm really trying to get back to, but it's not necessarily a night routine. I guess it could be considered that. It's less on the end of self-care and more about the time to release myself from watching TV and spending time on my cell phone. Not only are those devices giving me unnecessary light, it's also making me want to stay up later. I want to stay up late to watch the TV show. I want to stay up late to watch the US Open. I want to stay up late to spend time scrolling on my phone, whether that's for Pinterest, Instagram, anything else that's social media related, or I'm looking up stuff on Safari. All of those things will be there when I wake up in the morning. So it's best for me to put the phone away and wind down at night. Something I found that really helps me out with this is the downtime feature on iPhones, where I can schedule my apps to be off during a certain period of time so that I can not even have the choice of accessing those apps before I go to sleep. And that's really what's made it a lot easier for me to let go of my phone, because I can't even access those apps, and push the phone away from me and not so close on the nightstand so that I can actually go to sleep at night when I want to and not regret it in the morning. It's important to remember that your body needs at least 6 hours of sleep at night, just to make sure that you're getting in enough of your sleep cycles and your body has enough time to rest and recover after your workouts that you've been doing, as well as just de-stressing from all of the day. Making sure that you get in that sleep at night is just so imperative, and I'm sure that you won't regret it when you wake up the next morning. So my final tip that helped me to lose 50 pounds is that I was always reading about how to make my body healthier. I was reading about running. I was reading about different types of foods because it was all new to me. I didn't know what types of foods to eat. I didn't know what workouts to do and what would work best for me. And so I was always reading, absorbing as much knowledge as possible. That was really what gave me so much more clarity and just starting somewhere. When I was at the gym, there would be magazines that I could read while I was on the treadmill or on the Stairmaster. And as I was reading, I would take pictures of different recipes or pictures of different workouts that I could use later. And that's just really what helped me to get started. But if you're really trying to lose weight, and if you're really trying to figure out what will work best for you, you have to try something. But you won't really know what to try unless you do your research. You want to make sure that what you're eating is not something that will harm you, but something that will help your body. And that's where reading in blogs or watching more YouTube videos or just researching on Google will help you out a lot. I will say that be careful with the sources that you look up, just making sure that they are vetted by doctors and that there's some research behind them. When you are reading different articles like Healthline, I absolutely love Healthline. They typically have their articles written by doctors or RDNs or someone who has done the research, even if they aren't a licensed practitioner, but it's not something that they just came up with out of nowhere. It's something that they themselves have researched and have proven that this information will be really helpful for people as they are starting their weight loss journeys. If you're trying to find out other information, subscriptions to blogs or subscriptions to magazines can really help too. Online magazine subscriptions, I had one to Runner's World, and that really helped me to learn how to run. I had no idea how to run. I had no idea what shoes to buy, and Runner's World made it so much easier for me. And now that I've been running for about 10 years, I've had so much information that I've been able to learn, but it all started with reading about running. So there are just some general keys that I want to share with you just for you to consider as you're building these productive habits for yourself. First, it takes time to create the best routine for you. And even then, just depending on your situation, it may fluctuate, and that's okay. Just be kind to yourself and take the time needed to figure out what works best for you. Find the shoes that work best for you, the types of workout clothes that you want to wear. It isn't something that has to be figured out on day one. As you are reading, you are learning and you are growing. And as you are talking to people and researching more videos, it provides you with the knowledge and the foundation for you to really make those changes. Also, be sure to be flexible, because you know what? Life happens. Times that you thought that it might work for you, you might have to switch things up, and that's okay. Just make sure that you are getting back to it and hitting those goals. The major key for building productive habits is really just being consistent. Of all the things that I gave you that I have done, it was really taking the time each day to devote to my goals. That was my workouts, that was my eating right, All of those things helped me to build a lifestyle. And with building that lifestyle, now it seems weird if I'm not going for a run. Now it seems weird if I'm not eating spinach in my meals. These things have all become a part of my life, but that was all with consistency. And that is exactly what will happen for you too. That is how habits become habits, is that they are things that you are consistently doing every day or on a regular basis to become a part of your life. And overall, you have to think positive thoughts for you to achieve these goals. And that's positive thoughts in thinking that you will be able to achieve these goals. That can be hard to do if you have negative self-talk. As you are researching and seeing these people that have achieved these goals, know that you can do it too. It's not something that is only for a certain type of person. It can be yours as well. You just have to get started and keep going at it. All right, guys, so those are the 5 habits that I use to lose 50 pounds, as well as just some general keys just to get you started. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment just so that we can all support each other. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see more content from me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.